served a federal subpoena but wouldn't go into details.
We're getting paperwork, all the documentation that they've asked us for. We're bringing it to, in fact, we're bringing it to court Thursday.
Yesterday, another subpoena came down, this one from the state, issued to Nixon Adams, the custodian of records for St. Tammany Recreation District No. 1. The court order calls for a list of all vendors doing business with the Recreation District over the last 10 years, amounts paid to them, contracts, invoices, essentially any and every correspondence from 1998 to now. Because of these allegations, the city council here has been under a lot of pressure to restore credibility. Now they're introducing a resolution for a city code of conduct.
I think what we're trying to do at a local level is identify the standards, the minimum standards that we expect relative to behavior of people working for and on behalf of the city to enable us to deal with it at a local level.
Councilwoman Trilby Lenfin says the code will address issues that the state code of ethics does not address. Councilman Jerry Coogan disagrees.
And this particular task is a task of the administration. But that being said, it says in our charter, and I quote, that we follow the provisions of the state ethics code. And since Governor Jindal has been elected and have rewritten it and making it so strict, it's everything that the city needs. The only thing that I would ask the city to add on the administration side is to have our employees read it and then sign it, acknowledging that they read it, understand it, and they're agreeing to abide by it.
So that would be more or less putting the fox in the hen house, so to speak. And
Rafael Goyeneche, president of the Metropolitan Crime Commission, says it's the administration that's violated everything that's been exposed over the last several months. He believes a code of conduct would add rules and regulations with sanctions.
So if a public official or if an entity or individual that's doing business with the city violates any provisions of these rules or regulations, there could be some meaningful sanctions. And what we've seen played out over the past several months in Mandeville is a whole litany of basically embarrassments, ethical violations.
You look at it from the perspective of wanting to make sure that things are done properly, then a code of conduct is not a bad thing to have.
While the council grapples with adding an extra layer of ethics oversight, the key figure in the ongoing investigation waits to learn his own political fate. Tonight's resolution would be the very first step in creating a citizens-based committee to discuss and draft a code of conduct for the city of Mandeville.
So who would this code of conduct apply to?
This would basically be any city officials, city employees, from those folks all the way to contractors that are doing work for the city and anyone else, contractors, consultants.
All right, thanks, Shelley.